Hello everyone. In this video, we will show you a Uconnect radio that is found across all Chrysler, Dodge and Jeep vehicles. In this video, we will show you particular operation in Jeep Wrangler, but keep in mind, Uconnect radio found in Jeep Wrangler is 100% identical that could be found in Chrysler, Dodge and Jeep vehicles of same or similar years. In this video, we will show you interface with built-in smartphone mirroring. It has smartphone mirroring for iPhone and Android. In addition to that, it has an ability to display 4 cameras: rear, front, and side lane watch cameras. Also, we will show you a new remote control that gives you instantaneous access to any of the features, whether it's one of the cameras or smartphone mirroring. A remote control like this only found here. No other manufacturers make stuff like that. Also, we will show you ability to add CarPlay to Uconnect radio. Let's watch this video. Enjoy. Jeep Wrangler disassembly. You're going to remove this cover. There's 8mm screw behind it. So you're going to go ahead and remove this panel, just like with a plastic tool. The panel comes out, and then you can use the connector in the back that you can take out. And the way to take out the connector, you got to push this up, press and release. Now, on top of the panel, remove this, and inside you'll find one 8mm screw. After you remove the 8mm screw, you're going to have to remove this panel right here. And on both sides of the steering wheel, you will find 8mm screws, so that it will allow you to take out the whole dashboard out. But you need to remove this panel, just pops out, and you're going to have access to 2 8mm screws on both sides of the steering wheel. So that's the panel that you're taking out, and on both sides of the panel you got 8mm screws that let you take out the panel. So you got one screw here, one on top, and you got 2 on the sides, and then this whole panel is going to come out. After you remove all the screws, you can just take here, pull it here, and that's it, the whole panel comes out. You can just go ahead and remove the panel and put it in the back, and you get access to the radio. The radio is removed by removing 1, 2, 3, 4 8mm screws. All screws are 8mm in the car. After you remove the 4 screws, just pull in the radio, and the radio comes out. After you pull the radio out, disconnect the connectors from the back to get an access. There is no code, there's no anything, so you can just go ahead and disconnect it now. You only have one connector, or you have 2 connectors, but one main connector. But in the back of the radio, in reality, there are 2 connectors. We will give you the second connector, and it's okay that there's nothing there right now. You will just populate the second connector, and the other end of the connector that we supply you with will stay unoccupied, and that's totally fine. You're going to interface this connector, we gave you gray to gray, then the secondary one, you got white to white, so you're going to integrate white into the back of the radio. They don't go into each other. We're giving you 2 T harnesses if you're doing video integration. So one for this and one for the blank one in the back with all the video inputs. So this, you're going to take supplied one, plug it in here, and this is going to go back into the radio. And then we give you a second one. So now, in the back of the radio, this is the back of the radio, you got one, and this doesn't have to go anywhere. This could just stay unoccupied, and then you got the second one. So, you got 2 connectors, right? Make sure they all the way in, and they closed, and then once they closed, you got 2. See, this one will stay empty. Now, very important, even though the camera is going to get plugged into here, you got this male RCA. It says right there, it says connect to camera output. You got to connect it to the main interface camera output. If you have factory camera in any of the Uconnect radios, this will have to be connected too. But this one is what gets connected to the main interface. The interface, you connect all the cameras that you like to connect. Before you close up the car, please test to make sure that all the features operate and all the connected accessories like cameras and mirroring work before you start closing up the car. So let's go ahead and test the features. Let's put the car in reverse. In reverse, you're gonna have factory camera. So this is the rear bumper, and this is the back. In drive, you're going to have front camera up to 10 miles an hour. So this is the front camera, and the front camera will automatically shut off once you reach the speed of 10 miles an hour. All right, now with left signal, you get left camera. This is your left side camera. As you see, look, my hand is on the left hand side over here. And then with the right turn signal, you get right camera. So now we know all the cameras work. You can set these cameras up to work in two ways. Either rear and reverse, and then drive you get the front camera, and the front camera shuts off in 10 miles an hour. With left and right turn signal, you can have the cameras to activate at any speed, or you can have the left and right cameras activate only if you're moving over 15 miles an hour. Now let's test phone mirroring. So on the screen right now you have video playing of YouTube. Next we're going to show you Google Maps. These are Google Maps, and you can mirror anything that you want on the screen basically, so you're not limited to any application. This is Waze, so any application that you have you can mirror, including entire phone. We're just showing you this most popular ones are YouTube, Google Maps, and Waze, but whatever you see on the phone, you see I'm moving right now on the phone, all my apps, anything, whatever I have on the phone screen, that's going to mirror directly to the car screen. The only limitations are Netflix and iTunes downloaded movies. Everything else will work, no problem. At this time, exceptions are only Netflix and YouTube downloads. Interface controls. How to control the interface. On the left hand side of the steering wheel, behind you got buttons. If you press and hold the middle button for 3 seconds, you'll hear a beep. You got up and down buttons. You can cycle with up and down buttons through the inputs, and basically you can cycle the cameras up or down. It's gonna cycle the cameras and mirroring. So you get 4 cameras and mirroring. Keep in mind, if you're not installing some of the cameras, you can just disable them. But this will cycle through all the cameras and mirroring. And to disable it, you press and hold the same middle button for 3 seconds. To activate video in motion, you press the same button 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Video in motion is activated. 1, 2, 3. Video in motion deactivated. Okay, also we now offer optional remote. You can see right here. This is the optional remote that we're offering. So with the optional remote, here's what you can do. This power button switches on. Then you can go front camera, left camera, right camera, rear camera, phone mirroring off, and then video in motion. Activated, deactivated. Let us show it to you again. So you got the remote, right? And so you can see how it works. This activates the interface. This deactivates the interface. And then activates the interface to any. So if you press any of them, this is the fast way to access. If you want to just front camera right away, press, front camera appears. If you have it off, if you want just the right camera instantaneously, you press, right camera instantaneously appears. You don't have to cycle like with the original buttons. Rear camera, left camera, front camera, mirroring, and this activates video in motion. And then you go home. And what's good about it, that you can access any of the cameras instantaneously. So you don't have to figure out, you know, you got front, rear, left, right, so, and mirroring in the middle. You want front camera? There you go, I got front camera. You want rear camera? Rear camera. Left camera, right camera. And if you're on factory screen, you can instantaneously access any camera. Boom, right away, right camera. You don't have to cycle through the cameras and figure out which camera you're on. And then this button right here, video in motion on, video in motion off, 3 beeps. But it's instantaneous access, and we build this remote very, very specific to all steering wheels, so it doesn't move. It's a very unique design. Because it is pushing against the steering wheel, no matter how hard you press, I'm pressing pretty hard, and no matter what you do, it will not move from its place. You're also able to add CarPlay to the Uconnect screen, but because the car never had CarPlay, you will need an external controller. So our interface controller will be dual purposed, and you also will be able to use the same controller to control the vehicle's CarPlay. Stay tuned for an update for this controller to work with CarPlay in the Uconnect radios. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, send us an email or comment below or above. We will answer all your questions. Thank you for watching.